Welcome to Yester Quickies, a speedy culinary trip back in time. Today we're traveling to 1981 to discover tuna chow mein casserole. Seriously? Oh yes, you're gonna love it. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Jill and this is Yester Kitchen. I've got another quickie for you. So today, where are my 80s kids? I know you're out there. I know you're out there. Okay, so 1980s, that's when both parents started working in many, many houses. So mom had to come home from work and find something quick and easy to make for dinner that's gonna make everyone happy. Enter casseroles. Casseroles. Casseroles were fabulous, and as a matter of fact, today's cookbook, today's recipe is brought to us by Betty Crocker's Casserole Cookbook, 1981. It is full of amazing casseroles, as with many other casserole books that were released in the 80s to help mom. So today we are making tuna chow mein casserole. It is amazing. We're still riding the loving of cooking Asian foods in the home that came from the 70s. And if you missed a couple of videos where I celebrate home cooking Asian style, you can check them out right there. So let's get this thing started. In a very large skillet, I have it on medium-high heat, and I am gonna add in 1 tablespoon of butter and just let that melt around. And to that, we have a few veggies, because you gotta have your veggies, right? I have 1 cup of chopped celery, which is about 2 stalks, stalks. And I have a small onion. It's about anywhere between 1/4 and 1/2 cup will do you just fine. Like I said, I always say cooking is not science, so you want a little more, add a little more. You want a little less, add a little less. The actual recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of chopped green pepper. That's not a lot. So this is probably about 4 tablespoons. And in it goes. And so now we're gonna stir this around until our onions are translucent. So one of my very, very, very first videos, and still one of my most popular, is tuna noodle casserole. I really didn't know what I was doing. I was just kind of having fun. And if you really want to see like where I was then to where I am now, check it out. It's still such a classic dish. And I actually talk about why canned food was so popular in the 50s. All right, I'm gonna get this cooking, and we'll be back when all our onions are very happily translucent. All right, so our onions, it's been about 4 or 5 minutes, and our onions are getting translucent, which is just what we want. Okay, do you remember these guys? Chow mein noodles, so popular in both the 70s and 80s, and since we're in the 80s, and we're cooking home Asian, well, not really, you know what I mean. In goes 1 cup of chow mein noodles. We're just gonna stir them around for a second, and then we're gonna add one of my all-time favorite retro ingredients ever, 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. Let's get it all in there. Ooh, I think I have my fire a little too high. And now we're gonna add 1/2 cup of water. So if you're wondering why of that entire cookbook I chose a tuna dish, it was actually on purpose. I wanted to celebrate home Asian cooking, but also we haven't done tuna since tuna noodle casserole, and I really wanted to show a budget-friendly casserole that's really delicious. Okay, so to this, the recipe calls for a 6.5 ounce can of tuna. So maybe they've changed, but the small ones are not enough and the big ones are too much. So I have 2 5-ounce cans of tuna, and in it goes. And by the time you drain it, you're left with about 4 ounces. So we have a few extra ounces of tuna, which isn't a bad thing. Okay, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. I always love to fresh grind mine. In they go. And by the way, we have a 1/3 cup of these chow mein noodles that are on the side. And in goes 3/4 cup either salted cashews or salted peanuts. I think cashews will be a lot better in here, but you make up your own mind. And I know what you're asking, can I substitute tuna? Of course you can. There's chicken, actually chicken is probably a good option. I don't know, salmon, maybe? Anyway, if you come up with something else, I would love to hear it. And by the way, another thing I would love to hear, did your mom make casseroles? What kind? What were your favorite casseroles as a kid? I love this stuff. You know I do. Okay, so now we're going to cook this a little more until it's kind of bubbly. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So here's our casserole. It got nice and bubbly, so I put it off to the side. Enter one casserole dish that is greased, and we're just going to make the simplest casserole ever. In goes, whoop, it's a little heavy. In goes every last drop of our filling, or our casserole. Guys, this is really delicious. It really is. It's simple, it's homemade, it's just comfort food. It's pure comfort food. All right, and on top of that, we've got our 1/3 cup noodles, and it doesn't have to be exactly 1/3 cup. It could just be enough to cover the top. There we go. That looks beautiful. This is gonna go into a 350 oven for just 30 minutes because it's all cooked. You just want it to get all warm through and kind of put together. So we'll be right back when that happens. Okay, mom and dad are home from work. Kids are home from whatever after school activity they've got going on because, you know, in the 80s, that really ramped up and dinner is served. And everyone, oh, look at that. First of all, you get the crunch of the noodles and then you get the creaminess of the tuna and the veggies. You got your veggies in there. So all that is left is to just serve it up with probably a salad. And you have got, look at that. Oh my goodness. One beautiful, beautiful, classic 1980s comforting dinner. So my 80s kids, go back and get your childhood on. And don't forget to tell me your favorite casseroles because there's just thousands. Thanks for stopping by. It's always such an honor to have you join me. Enjoy eating the past. And I will see you in the next video.